Did you know that almost 70% of self-made millionaires didn't inherit their wealth? They built it from scratch? Or that 90% of small businesses fail within the first 5 years, yet some entrepreneurs seem to defy the odds and thrive? It might feel like a mystery, but there's actually a secret formula that successful entrepreneurs use. In this video, we're diving into 6 money secrets that come straight from the pages of over 350 books. These aren't the common tips you've heard 1,000 times. No, these are eye-opening strategies that the most successful people swear by, yet most people never talk about them. You'll learn how a small mindset shift could change your entire financial future. How the pay yourself first rule can unlock hidden wealth. And why failure could actually be your biggest asset. We'll even reveal the compounding secrets that can make your wealth grow while you sleep. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know the insider strategies that the rich and successful use to keep building wealth, year after year. Ready to find out what they know? Let's get started. Chapter 1. The Hidden Mindset Shift that can instantly multiply your wealth. Entrepreneurs often overlook the power of mindset when it comes to building wealth. But the truth is, how you think about money plays a huge role in your success. One key shift is moving from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Think about it. When you focus on what you lack, your opportunities are limited. On the other hand, an abundance mindset opens your mind to possibilities. Books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill talk about the power of positive thinking. Hill's key idea is that if you truly believe in your success, your subconscious will start working toward it. This isn't just motivational fluff, it's a proven strategy that changes the way you approach business. A study from the University of California found that people with a growth mindset earn more over time. Why? They see challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than obstacles. Entrepreneurs who embrace this idea are more likely to persist and innovate, even when faced with setbacks. In fact, many of the most successful entrepreneurs, like Steve Jobs and Richard Branson, believe in the power of positive thinking. Jobs once said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." That's the mindset you need. Shifting your mindset isn't just about thinking positively, it's about taking bold actions based on that belief. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, go out and make things happen. Fear of failure won't paralyze you if you're confident that growth is always possible. When you start to think of money as a tool that flows freely, you stop worrying about it. Instead, you focus on opportunities. That's when things start to change for the better. The most successful entrepreneurs don't just work harder, they think differently. By thinking abundantly, they're able to spot opportunities others miss and take risks that seem impossible. Chapter 2. Pay yourself first, the strategy that's been overlooked for decades. One of the most overlooked money strategies in the world of entrepreneurship is the principle of paying yourself first. This isn't about taking huge paychecks right away. It's about paying yourself a percentage of your income and setting it aside for the future, no matter what. It's a rule popularized by George S. Clason in his book The Richest Man in Babylon. Clason's wisdom is simple. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. This isn't just good advice, it's a rule that's been tested by time. Yet many entrepreneurs skip this step, focusing on their business instead of their own financial well-being. Why is this strategy so powerful? Because it forces you to treat yourself like any other expense, ensuring that you build wealth consistently. You aren't just paying bills, you're investing in your future. One study shows that only about 39% of Americans are saving enough for retirement. This reveals how easy it is to forget about paying yourself first when the demands of your business seem urgent. But if you're not putting money aside, you're simply delaying your wealth building process. By paying yourself first, you also develop the habit of saving. Even a small percentage, say 10%, can make a big difference over time when you invest it wisely. The power of compounding interest makes this strategy even more effective. Imagine putting away $100 a month. In 30 years, assuming a 7% return, that grows to over $100,000. In essence, paying yourself first isn't just about saving, it's about building your future, one decision at a time. And the best part? You can automate this process, so it's effortless. This way, you build wealth without even thinking about it. Chapter 3. The invisible currency, Every entrepreneur should master. Every entrepreneur knows time is money, but most don't understand how to maximize the invisible currency, time. Time is one thing you can't get back, yet many business owners waste it without realizing the cost. The most successful entrepreneurs are masters at leveraging their time. Books like The 4-Hour Workweek by Tim Ferriss offer a radical perspective on time management. Ferriss encourages entrepreneurs to focus on the 80-20 rule, which states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. This simple principle can help you figure out where to focus your energy for maximum impact. In fact, a study by the Harvard Business Review found that high-performing entrepreneurs spend about 80% of their time on tasks that move their business forward. The rest of the time is spent on low-impact activities that are less important. By focusing on the high-value activities, you can accomplish more in less time. Another key lesson comes from Atomic Habits by James Clear, who argues that time management isn't just about finding more hours in the day. It's about making small, incremental improvements that compound over time. When you focus on improving your habits, you can get more done with less effort. Think about it. If you spend just 1 hour each day learning a new skill or improving a process in your business, that adds up to 365 hours, or almost 9 full work weeks, of growth in a year. Over time, this small time investment creates massive results. The key to mastering time isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. It's about saying no to distractions and yes to the things that truly move the needle. As Ferriss says, being busy is a form of laziness, lazy thinking, and indiscriminate action. When you focus on what matters most, you get more done, with less stress. By leveraging time effectively, you can increase productivity, scale your business, and achieve more in less time. The entrepreneurs who master time don't work harder, they work strategically. This invisible currency is something you can't afford to ignore. Chapter 4. The secret of slow and steady that leads to unseen wealth. In today's fast-paced world, many entrepreneurs believe that success is about moving quickly. But the truth is, sometimes the best way to build wealth is through slow and steady growth. This is the essence of the slow and steady wins the race approach, often overlooked by those seeking quick results. Books like The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham emphasize the importance of long-term investments and the dangers of chasing fast profits. Graham's timeless advice is simple. Invest with a long-term view and resist the urge to make quick decisions based on short-term market fluctuations. This approach isn't just theory, it's a proven strategy. Studies show that investors who follow a slow and steady strategy often outperform those who try to time the market. According to a study by Dalbar, long-term investors earn significantly more than those who trade frequently. The key to slow and steady wealth is patience. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, famously said, "The stock market is a device for transferring money from the impatient to the patient." Wealth isn't built overnight, it's built by consistently making smart decisions over time. Investing in index funds is one of the best examples of this strategy. These funds track the market's overall performance, and over time, they typically outperform individual stock picking. According to Vanguard, the average annual return for the S&P 500 over the last 90 years has been about 10%. Imagine investing consistently in an index fund for decades. This strategy has created wealth for countless individuals who stayed patient and let their investments grow. Another example comes from real estate investing, where the long-term strategy often involves buying properties, improving them, and renting them out for consistent cash flow. Over time, the value of those properties grows, creating wealth in a way that can't be rushed. One of the most powerful tools for slow growth is the power of compounding. When you invest consistently and reinvest your earnings, your money grows exponentially. Albert Einstein once called compounding the eighth wonder of the world. It's a force that turns small, consistent actions into massive results over time. Chapter 5. Failure is your bank account's best friend. How risk is your greatest asset. Failure is often seen as the enemy of success, but many entrepreneurs will tell you that failure is actually one of the best teachers you can have. In fact, failure is closely linked to wealth building. Books like The Lean Startup by Eric Ries show how failing fast and learning from your mistakes is essential for success in the business world. Ries introduces the concept of validated learning, the idea that you should test your business ideas quickly and learn from the feedback you get. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a necessary step in the journey. Entrepreneurs who don't take risks or fail miss out on the opportunity to grow. In a study by Harvard Business Review, entrepreneurs who experienced early failure were more likely to succeed in their next ventures. This is because they learned valuable lessons about what doesn't work, which helped them avoid making the same mistakes in the future. Even the most successful entrepreneurs have faced setbacks. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, has failed many times before reaching success. He said, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough." Musk's willingness to take risks, fail, and learn from those failures is a big part of what has driven his success. Risk-taking doesn't mean being reckless. It means making calculated decisions that have the potential for high rewards. For example, investing in a new product, market, or business model can be risky, but it's necessary to push boundaries and grow. The most successful entrepreneurs aren't afraid of risk, they embrace it. They understand that failure is part of the process and that it often leads to innovation. In fact, many successful companies were born out of failures. For example, Apple's first product, the Apple I, was a failure, but it laid the groundwork for the company's later success. Chapter 6. The compounding secret. That most entrepreneurs don't talk about compounding is one of the most powerful concepts in wealth building, but it's often overlooked by entrepreneurs. It's not just about money, it applies to knowledge, relationships, and skills as well. When you understand how to make the most of compounding, your wealth grows exponentially. Books like The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy explain how small, consistent actions can lead to massive results over time. Hardy breaks down how daily habits, like saving, learning, and improving, compound over time to create huge outcomes. He writes, "Small, smart choices, plus consistency, plus time, equals radical difference." This is the power of compounding in action. It's about doing a little every day, knowing that the small efforts will build on each other to create big results. Even in business, compounding works. When you reinvest profits into your company, you can see massive growth over time. For example, reinvesting in marketing, product development, and customer acquisition can generate more revenue, which can be reinvested to continue growing. One of the most obvious examples of compounding is in investing. If you invest $1,000 with an average return of 7% per year, in 10 years, you'll have $1,967.15. The longer you invest, the greater the impact of compounding. According to the Warren Buffett approach, even modest returns over time can lead to enormous wealth. The key to compounding is patience. It may feel slow at first, but over time, it accelerates. Elon Musk famously said, "You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problems you solve." The more knowledge you gain, the more opportunities you unlock, and the more you can leverage those opportunities for success. Another form of compounding comes in the form of relationships. The more people you know and the more you network, the more opportunities come your way. These relationships compound in ways that can lead to business deals, partnerships, and even investments. One of the best ways to harness compounding is through continuous learning. The more you read, the more knowledge you gain, and the more ideas you have for growing your business. Warren Buffett reads over 500 pages a day, constantly learning and compounding his knowledge. By doing so, he's been able to make smarter decisions and build vast wealth. In conclusion, the compounding effect isn't just about financial wealth. It's about consistently investing in yourself, your business, and your knowledge. If you do this over time, the results can be transformative. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and strategies on entrepreneurship, building wealth, and living your best financial life.